What's up, everybody? Rock and Roll Rider here. It's been too long since I put a video out, huh? Been way too long. Well, thanks to a local motovlogger, Mr. Half Click Up, who has nominated me for the Motovlogger 7-Question Challenge. I'm coming at you with another video. If you've seen my previous videos, maybe you would know the difference. Can you tell the difference? I got up this morning and put on a Two Brothers Hurricane exhaust. And oh my goodness, does she sound good. Alright, on with the Motovlogger 7-Question Challenge. First question: what motivated me to start riding a bike? Well, when I was 3 years old, my dad and his best friend, Edgar Pate, Big Ed, got me my first dirt bike, a Yamaha 50 Y Zinger. Honestly, I think that was probably enough right there. But growing up with my dad, who always had a choice bike, tuned and spec'd out to his liking, I was always riding with him as a small kid. I'd fall asleep on the back of it. It basically was a lifestyle that I was born into. Let's see what it sounds like. Yeah. Question number 2. What type of riding do I prefer? Well, most of my riding is commute. As far as my preference for a ride, I do enjoy a scenic ride, and I enjoy this in-town city drive. I just like to ride, I guess. Today's V-dub is shitmergency. That's right, say it with me. Shitmergency. Yes, it's a noun meaning an extremely urgent and dire need to go number 2. So I'm having a shitmergency right now, and if I don't make it to a bathroom soon, I'm gonna have a cleanup on aisle Suzuki, and I don't want to do that. So I'll see you in a little while. Question number 3: what kind of trip do I prefer? A day trip, or a weekend, or longer? I do get on an occasional ride with a friend, or mostly my dad, and maybe a friend or two of his. But I tell you, this bike, no fairing, it's pretty well naked. This bike doesn't shield me from the wind, and so if it's windy and we're traveling at highway speeds, my head can get pretty tired, being that I wear a helmet all the time. And the biggest deal is I have a timer. It's really convenient. I have a timer built directly into my rump, and 1 hour is the exact time limit. And I know when I've hit 1 hour because my rump says, hey, it's been an hour. It's time to stop and get a drink and walk around for a second. So, yeah, this is not a long trip bike. Not that you couldn't do it, but there are more comfortable bikes to ride on for a weekend or more. Fourth question, what's my favorite riding destination? I really like the ride to the Horny Toad. Ridden up to the Horny Toad a few times, probably 4 times. A lot of nice curves and pretty scenic. Really beautiful ride. Question 5. What's the biggest lesson I've learned from motorcycle riding? I have really noticed how terrible people's driving habits are. I have so much footage of people nearly swerving completely off the road or into oncoming traffic because they're on their phone, and so it's really been an eye-opener, and I'm much better of a driver, I would say, now because of the fact that I ride motorcycle. I'm constantly in a defensive mode, always looking to keep my family safe and myself, being out here knowing that people don't see me. It's one of the reasons I got those two brothers exhaust, so that they don't have to see me, they can hear me. Question 6. What are some words of wisdom that I would have for someone who wants to start riding? Well, there are just tons of things that I could say, but if I were going to narrow it down to just tell somebody one thing, I would strongly advise you to do your research when you're looking for a motorcycle. Do your research and really figure out what kind of riding you want to do. Are you going to be commuting mostly? Are you going for long weekend rides? Are you going to have a passenger much of this time? What kind of riding do you like to do? Do you like sporty riding? Do you like comfortable cup holder stereo having rides? Are you minimalist? What gets you? And then really do your research. So on that note, when I was looking to get a bike a couple of years ago, I was pretty much dead set. I mean, I had my heart just set on the Triumph Street Triple 675 sport bike. Super awesome bike. Can't say enough good stuff about it. I read up on them and I watched videos and went out and test rode one, and it was awesome. Once I got on it, I just knew, all right, that's it. That's the one. And then a week or so later, I'm riding around with old Dad, who knows best, and he does. But I'm riding around with Dad, and he's like, if you get that Triumph, then you're going to have to take it out of town for its services and things like that. Wow, a Ferrari. I just saw a Ferrari. Alright. You're going to have to take it out of town to do your services and things like that, and it's going to require, that your bike be cooled off. So if you don't trailer it down there, it's going to have to sit for a while, and you might have to come back and get it, type of thing. Parts are going to be more expensive, and the general, maintenance on the bike, the upkeep is going to be more costly than this SV in particular. Not to mention the insurance. I mean, just the insurance. So not only are we talking about, by this time, two years into it, we're talking about probably the difference of a couple $1,000 in service, tires, you name it. And that also translates to less ride time. So if I got to take my bike out of town and leave it somewhere for, a couple days or whatever, that's less riding time. So my biggest words of wisdom to new riders or people that are interested in getting into it is know what you're getting into. Don't get yourself Hayabusa or Aprilia or something because it looks cool and it sounds cool and it goes 200 miles an hour. You got to take everything into consideration. You want to ride? Get a bike that fits into your lifestyle, because if you don't, it's going to end up sitting in your garage and you're not going to get much use out of it. Today's video has been brought to you in part by the letter A and by the number infinity, which is almost exactly how long it seems like we've been on social distancing lockdown, which I know seems like a long time, but this brings me to another topic real quick. I know tonight the bars are opening back up, so I'm sure a lot of you will be out and about having a drink with your friends and stuff. So I just want to remind you to have fun and be safe. And remember, you don't have to go out. We want to keep the numbers down as far as the coronavirus here in McLennan County. So, do what you got to do. We're all Americans, free to do just about what we want, but you don't have to. Just be safe. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Touch your face. And for my last question, what is my next big ride destination? Well, 3 in particular come to mind. I would like to do the Dragon Tail thing in the Carolinas. Oh man, that'd be awesome. I don't really see that happening anytime soon. I lived in South Dakota for about 12 years and went to Deadwood and the Black Hills many times, but never with a bike. And I'd love to see what Sturgis is all about. But I don't see that happening for a while either. My dad just got back from the Three Sisters, Seven Sisters, Twisted Sisters, Blister Sisters. Anyway, that seems well within my reach for the foreseeable future. I can make plans for that, and from what I understand, it's beautiful, curvy, wonderful, fun ride. So I'll be really looking forward to doing that. Well, it looks like I'm about to work now, so it was cool hanging out with you. It's been a while. I will do my best not to let it be so long before my next video. And I'd like to thank Half Click Up for nominating me. That's one big thing about biking is that it really is a brotherhood and a community. Not only do I have that with other riders on the road giving me the old biker wave, not only do I have that with Half Click Up, but also a YouTube moto vlogging brotherhood, and so that's awesome. I'm looking forward to meeting him formally and maybe taking a ride. Well, here I am, folks. It's 5:28 in the AM. Some of you may be wondering, rock and roll rider, what in the hell are you doing out at 5:30 in the morning? Well, since you asked, I'll tell you. I got home from work and sat down to watch some TV, and I'm sitting there and I'm just like really uncomfortable. Couldn't really quite put my finger on it. And then I finally realized, holy hell, it's hot in here. And I go look, and my little girl put the thermostat on 83. It's 83 degrees in my house right now. I needed to cool off, so that's why I'm out here. And the fact that I forgot to nominate 2 motovloggers for the Motovlogger 7-Question Challenge. So, being that I'm new to the motovlogging community, I don't know very many, I don't know any motovloggers personally, except for Half Click, and I haven't even officially met him yet. But anyway, I'm going to nominate Walterific and Do It With Dickhead. I know, Do It With Dan doesn't do motovlogging videos anymore. He mostly does like car fixing up stuff. But I don't know, he's the one that got me started on motovlogging. Kind of the first one I latched on to. So anyway, Walterific, Do It With Dan. Let's see what you got. Oh, that Two Brothers sounds good, huh? Yeah, it does. So anyway, thanks again to Half Click Up for nominating me. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Give me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, just keep on rocking.